What's up everyone? John Ranger from Techno Buffalo here, and I've got an unboxing what I think is the first of Samsung's future. This is the Galaxy Alpha. It's got a full metal outside of it. Gone is the plastic, gone are the days of making fun of that plastic. They are moving to a premium space, and I think it's going to look really nice. We got the AT&T model here ready to be unboxed from my metal oven hands. Go ahead and take a first look. Alright, so the box for AT&T looks like a typical AT&T box. It's the orange, white, and AT&T globe in the middle. Go ahead and open this sucker up. This is sent to us from the folks at Samsung. And there is the Galaxy Alpha. I don't have any screen protectors or stickers on it. It feels really, really nice. If you ever held a metal device, it sort of feels just like that. It's got that cold feel to it. At least initially, the buttons feel very premium. There's a plastic on the back, but it's sort of that more tacky type plastic, so you've got a nice grip on your finger. Push off the side for a quick second. See what else we're going to have inside of the box. Getting started guide for getting started quickly, telling you everything about the phone, but we like to figure out on our own here. We are going to have inside Smart Switch, which is actually a really great app. Switching from iOS or another Android device, Samsung really makes switching easy. I actually just moved my wife's Galaxy Note 3 over to a different Galaxy Note 3, and it was pretty easy to do. And then just a micro USB cord and a simple Samsung wall wart. Nothing else in the box. Go ahead and power this sucker on, and we'll walk through all the specs on it. So you're looking at a 4.7 inch screen. It's 720p, so it's 1280 by 720. It's being powered by a pretty nice 2.5 gigahertz quad-core processor. The display, if you did that math quickly, is 312 ppi. It's Android 4.4.4, of course, with Samsung skin on top of it. 2 gigs of RAM are inside of here. Also inside of here are 32 gigs of storage, but you're not going to find anywhere to put an external micro SD card. It's got a 12 megapixel shooter living right there on the back, a 2.1 megapixel shooter on the front, 802.11 ABG, and I love they included AC in here as well. And the battery is 1,860 milliamp hours. If you want to pick the sucker up from AT&T, it's going to be $25.55 per month on AT&T Next 18, so that's 18 months worth of payments, or $30.65 per month on AT&T Next 12, $199.99 to 2-year agreement, or if you just want to buy the sucker outright and you're like, screw you contracts, $612.99. We got the phone all turned on because I pushed its buttons. On the screen, looks really nice, 720p screen, but Samsung I think makes some of the best screens out there. I don't think you're going to really miss the 1080p. On the left-hand side, you've got your volume rockers up and down. It's sort of one big button, but the tops on each side are raised to make it feel really nice, sort of easy to see where the top and the bottom are, or feel where those top and bottom buttons are as well. Only thing on the right is your power and lock button. On the top, you've got a little bit of a weird curve, not sure why that's there, for a 3.5 millimeter headset jack. On the bottom, you've got a home button, you've got your multitasking button, and your back button. Go ahead and hit the home button right there. You got the ability to say OK Google right out of the box. ISIS wallet built in, which they are definitely rebranding very soon for obvious reasons. Thing that's going to come on board, we've got a lot of AT&T apps here. In fact, almost all the whole home screen are AT&T apps. You got Flipboard here right out of the box. You've got your Galaxy apps, you've got Lookout, which goes through and sort of scans all your stuff to make sure you're not getting any viruses, which is a nice feature to have on board here. Yellow Pages, if you just don't want to use Google. And it does have visual voicemail built in, which is quite nice. And Uber, first time I've seen Uber sort of preloaded. If you haven't used Uber, you definitely should. And it's running on AT&T's 4G LTE network here. Let me do a real quick size comparison with some other devices so you can see what they look like. Let's start with the 4-inch iPhone 5S. Both sort of have those same metal bands around the side. Really thin here on the Galaxy Alpha, so see what those two look like. Let's bring in a device the same size. This is the iPhone 6, 4.7 and 4.7. Probably be direct competition. See what they look like stacked on top of each other. You can see what that'll look like. If we bring in the 5.5 inch, this is the G3 from LG. See the difference here as well. Sort of different design. You've got a metal-coated plastic on the back, and there are sort of those two, 5.5 and 4.7. You're probably looking at this guy saying, hey, Samsung, where's your removable back? It is here, it's just hidden. Go ahead and pull that right off. And there you've got access to your SIM card and your battery. I didn't even notice this was a removable back. It took me a while to even figure that out. It's a thin plastic, but it looks really nice and it feels nice, and it sits flush against the back of the battery, so you don't have any sort of visible push, so it almost feels completely solid and non-removable, despite the fact that you can access that battery. The first impressions feel really good. I like the way the metal feels in the hand. The back is plastic, it's tactile enough. You don't need a case for grip, maybe for protection you might want one. I think Samsung did a really nice job here. I certainly would have liked to have seen maybe a 1080p screen, but other than that, I think you've got a really nicely spec'd phone in a really nice sort of general consumer size. I think a lot of people are going to gravitate to. What do you guys think? Anything else you want to see about the device, let us know. We'll cover it in our full review. Until next time, I'm John Ranger from Techno Buffalo. See you guys next video. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We love making tech videos here, and if you like watching them, be sure to hit the giant subscribe button so you know exactly what's happening in the world of technology. And if you like gaming and you want to see us play some games, albeit sometimes kind of badly, check out our new Twitch channel at twitch.tv/technobuffalo.